Today on the Morning Update, Queen Elizabeth II was laid to rest. Plus, we're going to check out the damage that happened in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Fiona made landfall. Plus, why some locals are showing their support for country superstar Toby Keith. You're watching the Morning Update. I'm Ashley Ruiz here on KWTX. I hope you're having a great Monday morning. First things first, Sean, I know you've been tracking Hurricane Fiona and some other hurricanes. What's going on with the season? Do you have any predictions coming up? Dozens of people, young and old, came out to support Mission Waco and Church Under the Bridges Walk for the Homeless over the weekend. The 2-mile trek started at the Myers Center on Washington Avenue and included multiple stops along the way. At each one, folks learned about the pivotal roles these different organizations played to stop housing insecurities here in Waco.
It's very important to try to help people get off the street, give them programs that they need, which is what Mission Waco does, give them programs to help them get on their feet.
According to Mission Waco, the homeless population has dropped from about 650 people back in 2005 to about 200 today. Following the walk, people gathered at the silos for a Church Under the Bridge service. Meanwhile, the church was celebrating the walk and its 30th anniversary with a tribute to country superstar Toby Keith. Let's take a listen in on that. I love this church. Keith, who inspired the church's version of I Love This Bar, is currently battling stomach cancer. The church showed their support with the signage that they were holding up where you can see God Bless Toby and their song, I Love This Church. Ryan Reynolds is used to being on camera, but this time it's a little bit different. Check it out. That is him in a hospital. The actor allowed a video crew to film his colonoscopy screening, saying it's not every day that you can raise awareness about something that will most definitely save lives. And he's right. In the video, his doctor made a potentially life-saving find, a polyp that was removed during Reynolds' procedure. According to the American Cancer Society, over 150,000 people will be diagnosed with cancer of the colon this year alone. That is definitely a big reminder of the importance of these colonoscopy screenings. The famous 55-foot cowboy statue just down the road in Dallas at the State Fair of Texas is getting a new look this year. Take a look, they're unveiling it. The shirts around it are from years past, and as you can see, his outfit this year is mostly dark blue. They added some fringe on his sleeves and also made the outfit to be wind and flame resistant. You might remember back in 2012, there was a fire involving Big Tex. The fair kicks off next Friday on September 30th. So one of my favorite stories about the Queen and all of the stuff that's been going on lately is the story about the Queen's bees. After her passing, the beekeepers of her hives had to go out and read the royal insects a poem to let them know that their master had died. The keepers also laid little black drapes over her hives to show that they were in mourning. Now here in Texas, a beehive in Round Rock did something similar. Round Rock Honey told its bees about Queen Elizabeth II's passing during a honey harvest over the weekend. The company says the telling the bees tradition is centuries old, and it's to include them in mourning. According to legend, if you don't keep your bees informed, they could stop making honey or even fly away, and you definitely don't want that. Fun fact, local bees have allergens in their honey, so if you have local honey, it's supposed to be good for your allergies. That's going to do it for your morning update. I'm Ashley Ruiz. I hope you have a marvelous Monday. So we're here at Veterans Memorial Park, where they're having the very first ever farmers market benefiting the Lacey Lakeview Fire Department. The idea for this fundraiser came from a community member. Chief Patty Faulkner says that putting on something like this is important not only for the fire department, but for those in the community they serve.
She was looking for different ways of doing fundraisers other than what we've historically done, and it's been really great because not just this fire department, but a couple, 3 community members have been in here help organizing it as well. And so it was a good way to get our community involved, see what we do and help us out and give a little bit of break to the ones that are always doing the fundraiser stuff.
Visitors to the farmers market got the chance to browse more than 30 vendors with tons of homemade and handmade goodies for sale. They could also participate in the silent auction, grab popcorn and snow cones, get their face painted, and visit the bouncy slide. Volunteer firefighters like Amelia McCook say the money will go a long way.
It's just for whatever we need. We do a lot around our community that we have to raise funds for. When we do our Easter stuff, we like to make sure we always have funds. We're always raising funds to make sure that we never run out and we always are able to do what we need to do.
The department says they think their fundraiser at Veterans Memorial Day Park is a hit and wanted to share this sweet message with everyone who came out to support them.
Thank you.
For News 10, I'm Ashley Ruiz. The team wanted to remember their fellow runner and promote safe running habits in hopes of stopping a similar tragedy from ever happening again. 15-year-old Bryce Ficus, a member of Rosebud Lots cross country team, died a year ago today after he was hit while training with his team. For area runners, the incident served as a tragic reminder of what could happen if they weren't careful themselves.
During the accident, we made priority to get the vest to ensure our safety.
The Trojans say their number one rule is if you see a car while running, do not assume it sees you.
We don't run on the trails that are closest to the roads just in case they don't really see us. We mainly run closer to grass and areas like that.
The team also says runners should never wear black and should always run on the left side of the road. In addition to the vests, the Trojans wore neon yellow shirts and bib numbers filled out with their reasons for running and why they love it.
Bryce isn't here with us anymore and he can't run, but we still have the opportunity to run, so being able to be here and run is just a blessing.
In Temple, Ashley Ruiz, KWTX News 10. Tomorrow marks 30 years since the beginning of one of the darkest times in Central Texas history. If you're unfamiliar with the siege on David Koреш's Branch Davidian compound, or if you'd just like to refresh your memory, we've created a tab on our website to help you find stories related to that 51-day siege. From here on our website, you're going to want to click the News tab. From there, you should see something that looks like this. So here we have tabs along the bottom that you can click, like Entertainment, Tell Me Something Good. You're going to want the one that says Branch Davidian Standoff. Now, when you click it, you should have arrived at our central location for all of our stories related to the siege. As we look back on this horrific tragedy, we'll be adding more stories. Be sure to check back for updated content over the next several weeks.